So that's where we will continue. I cannot hear you, Aaron.
Tell me why.
Sorry, my mic was down. Or up. I just dodged the attack, so... Is there like a pseudopod still swinging at me or something? Like a tentacle thing?
It's not really a pseudopod as much as it is an appendage. I might actually have a picture I can send you guys, just so you have a better visual reference. But,
it'd be nice to know what I'm attacking.
Sure.
I'm just trying to get a visual, so I know what I want it to.
Here's the token of what it looks like, and I will take a screenshot of the picture from the book.
Okay, so it's like a tentacle, not a tentacle, a leg,
Kind
like
of,
a bug leg, insectoid bug leg.
Almost like a bug leg, yeah.
Alright, whatever those are called, let me Google that shit.
Ooh.
So hopefully that helps with the visual.
An arthropod leg. Oh, crazy.
Filled with bones and bodies.
I just dodged that attack, so I will...
Well, you got slammed, but you didn't get knocked prone. Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just dodged the trip attack. I got hit, and then I dodged the little thing that comes out underneath it. Okay, anyways, I will... Let me go back to roll 20. Can I move around to ultimate? How do I ping? To behind it again?
I mean, you are currently flanking it with Arthur.
Okay.
If I'm still waiting for roll 20 to load, it should be loaded in about 5 seconds. But last I checked, a little bit north of you was Gabriel, and then Joe is kind of off to your character's right.
Alright, well then I'll just give it a good old another swipe with my sword. This time, going after the arm hit me, I'm just gonna get like a leaping attack to get up and under like one of the arms and just try to kind of maybe cut into it.
Slice it, hell yeah! Give me an attack roll with advantage.
It was like almost a 19 and fell over. 14. Nice. All right. Nice. All right. So let me roll some damage. That was way better. Why didn't I roll that earlier? 17. Piercing damage.
All right. 17 piercing. That is halved. So that's 8 points of piercing. Alright. Starting to look
I am going. Yep. I'm going to disengage and character. I don't have access to my character, so I just want to move. Shit, behind Gabriel.
You should have access to be able to move R and Deathfoot. I have it set to control by me and you.
Oh. Oh, it doesn't let me move him. I click on him and oh wait,
it's
hold on.
You have calendar ruler selected.
Yep.
There you go.
Badass. That's where I would have moved.
Alright,
15.
beautiful.
There.
Alright.
Okay.
That's end your turn. Next in the order is Arthur. You are up.
Alright, Arthur. Hand on chest, grips his amulet. He just utters, "This foul beast shall be destroyed." As he casts, as a bonus action, his channel divinity, Vow of Enmity, which, let me tell you here what it does. Vow of Enmity is bonus action. You can choose a creature you can see within 10 feet of you and gain advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops in 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
Hell yeah.
So yeah. And then doing that, lifts up his shield, gets his spear arm just in the right notch, and jabs forward into it.
Right, you finish spell casting, your eyes illuminate with this almost sunlight-like glow, and this intrinsic focus is overcome within you as you go to strike with advantage.
Come on, that one. Yes! Nat 20! And I'll pump in Divine Smite to that.
Hell yeah. Alright, so you pump a Divine Smite into that. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay, so my spear does... Okay, so it's 1d6, so 6 plus 3, so that's already 9. And then Divine Smite does...
Well, first roll a d6 for me, so I know the total amount of spear damage.
4, so that's going to be 13.
9, 3 is 9, plus 4 is 13. Cut into half, that is 6. And then go ahead and roll your Divine Smite, which is full damage.
Yep, which is... Because it's undead, so that's going to be an additional 1d8, so what's that total? So 3d8 radiance.
Hell yeah.
11 points of radiant damage as the spear goes inside
as it's struck by your Divine Smite. It's definitely starting to look a little rough. So, yeah, that is an action. And bonus action, I believe, with your Vow of Enmity or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, and as that explosion inside of him, he yanks his spear out, has his shield up, spear above head, Spartan style, and holding his ground.
Nice.
Beast.
Excellent. And then that brings
that will end my turn.
Borjo.
Oh no! What? I gotta refresh Borjo's page. Yeah, Borjo, still raging. Grips his sword, 2 hands, and just goes down for a good squat, and then lifts up with his legs, because he never skips leg day, and just cuts right into the side of this thing.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. $15.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage.
All right.
Everybody's rolling really well today.
That is 9 plus 2, so 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
Halves, that'll be 6 or 5. And then beautiful, excellent. Is he gonna do anything else? Bonus action, indoor movement.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see about bonus action here. We've got. Oh shit! I could have did reckless, but no. I'll save that. Oh yeah, what was that wild? You get a wild magic surge happen, right? What was that again?
Yeah, that's just in place.
That just allows you to throw. Okay.
Basically, it's soul-bound his weapon and makes it illuminated for while he's raging.
Alright.
It does force damage too, right?
Well, it does force damage as opposed. Oh yeah, that's true. So technically, that would have been a full 11. So the additional 6.
Yeah, damage type changes to force damage. Oh, and then that means his damage he did before wouldn't have been halved either.
Correct. I think last time I took that into consideration. I don't think I did this time though. So so thank you for the reminder on that, Gregor. And then
yeah, good job.
So he's looking pretty rough at this point, guys. I'm gonna say that's probably gonna end Borjo's turn.
Yep, it's gonna end his turn.
That brings us to Gabriel's turn. Gabriel still being 10 feet away. He is. He already used one of his spell slots. How's everybody looking?
I'm really hurt. I'm down 9 HP. That's kind of why we're on a Gabriel, because he's the cleric.
I mean, Borjo still has a lot of cuts and bruises from last battle, but he's holding in.
I think For Gabriel though, his healing and all that is better used as more like defibrillator like healing as opposed to healing. And he is very much caught up in the battle. I think he's kind of doing more of like a protective sentinel stance in front of you to be like, hit me, not the guy behind me, kind of thing. But I don't think he's going to, by default, heal. But if you stay close to him, if anything does happen, he's probably got you. I think for him, in his mind, it's better to use his bonus action War Priest ability, which is to allow him to attack a second time with his bonus action. Because, yeah, if I go to my features and traits...
Fun.
He doesn't want to do that. Can't action surge. Yeah, I think he's going to lean towards his War Priest ability. And he's going to take 2 attacks against this creature. That way he can get his extra spell damage in as well. So, he's going to take 2 attacks. 11 plus 5, that's 16. The first one hits. Going for the second one at the same time. Yep, that's a 16 again. They both hit. First one does 7 points, so half to 3 points of damage. But he also rolls a d4 radiant, which is another 4 points of radiant damage. And then he's going to do his other attack. Let's grab his page. And that is 3 plus 5. That's 8 points of damage, half to 4. And then he's going to roll his d4 damage. Oh, it does 2 points of damage. This creature just gives a blood-curdling scream as it's just being whipped left and right by these radiant whips. That is going to be Gabriel's turn. That's his full shabam. So next in the order is Archimedes.
Well, I was considering baning him, but now you're saying he's rough, so I'm gonna try my guiding bolt again.
Guiding bolt. I mean, you can always save the spell slot and use a cantrip. You don't have to burn spell slots.
Yep. Fair enough. It's got that debuff still. It hasn't used had to make a saving throw yet.
Well, I think he said the skill is 4 saving throws. So yeah, he would have to minus a d4.
It's still Gregor's turn too, though. So
yep.
Last chance, right? Might as well.
That's a good call. Sacred Flame.
Yeah,
I should only do it again? Okay. Then I'll do the Sacred Flame.
Alright. So
Sacred Flame!
And I'm going to be rolling these in front of you guys, so...
need the 13.
That is a 3 minus a d4 minus a 3. That's a 0 on its dexterity saving throw. Archimedes, how do you want to do this?
How much damage?
I did 6 damage.
What does this look like as your sacred flame is unleashed from you, decimating this creature?
It's a blue flame. It starts out on just my finger, but then I snap my other fingers and it turns into the whole hand, and I kind of just hold it forward and it blasts out.
Hell yeah. And immediately we watch as a wave launches forward, and almost like a spiraled maelstrom as it lands and hits its target, spirals upward, fully encompassing this crawling grave with your blue sacred flame. As it gives one last blood-curdling scream, it starts to pool and melt and bubble down into a writhing mess of flesh.
I turn to Gabriel and go, pretty cool, huh?
He actually gives you a smile and a head nod, a respective head nod of acknowledgement. Well done. As the creature falls and moves no more into this bubbling mess of a puddle. Nice. You are now clear of the creature.
The only thing I did in the fight.
It was only 2 rounds. It wasn't very long.
It wasn't super long. It was just intense because he hit hard.
We all roll really well too. So
yeah.
And as you guys kind of let the adrenaline begin to subside ever so lightly, you can actually start taking in your surroundings, and from what it looks like, you're in some kind of ramshackled makeshift workshop that was left behind by the campers here. You can see kind of glass vials carefully arranged upon stands and risers, measuring instruments for powders and liquids, scales for weight and scales for reptiles, goggles used for seeing fine details in work, carving instruments for leather, metal, and stone. All of these and more kind of just lie strewn throughout and across the ground, shattered, bent, and broken. What was very clearly once a workshop for improving weapons and armor with magical reinforcements is now just a shiny, glass-ridden monument to better times. You can see a comfortable armchair sits in the corner, intact but covered in glass and mud. Carved alcoves hold a few books, some maybe possibly for learning, maybe some for pleasure. And all is covered in a layer of dust and mud here. Everybody go ahead and give me investigation checks as you guys start to take in the surroundings and sights around you. This one's
I'm sorry, you said investigation?
Correct.
No, that's
12?
Borgio.
12 ain't bad.
Gabriel got a 16 plus something.
We're all rolling super low.
Gabriel has...
Oh, there we go.
Oh, guidance, somebody? Can somebody who hasn't rolled yet?
Borgio rolled a 5 and Arthur rolled a 16.
Okay. Gabriel got an 18. Let's see. I don't show Arthur's in the thingy for some reason. I got a 12 for Aaron, 9 for Gregor, 7 for Archimedes.
Yeah, oh, never mind. Sorry, that's a... Like, where's
I see 3 for you.
Borgio was slightly higher up there. And then you got a 3 and then re-rolled and went 16.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because like I kept clicking because it wouldn't roll. So yeah, okay, then I got a 3 then. Oh, dude, I didn't know, man. Yeah, I see it now. So I'm scrolling in the list. Weird. Okay.
So I would say Gabriel and Borgio.
Borgio got a 5.
Or Gabriel and Arthur.
I got a 12.
Oh wait, we're counting the 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We go with the first
I don't know why it
roll.
rolled twice.
On a success, you guys can find a number of different things here. Gabriel ends up discovering a kind of metal tin labeled with glyphs in a language none of you have ever witnessed before, with very careful metal engravings on it. He opens it up. I'm going to have him roll an Arcana check. 15 plus.
God, if this blows in his face.
17. He opens it up and he goes, I think I've seen this before.
What have you found,
Gabriel? It's enchanting powder, usually used to enhance, armor or weapons to some degree. Usually very, very beneficial. Usually, you want a master blacksmith working with it, but
we know one.
This could be useful. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Might want
one of the treasures back at our camp. We should take it with us.
And while you two are having this conversation, Borgio goes and looks underneath kind of a broken stew pot here within the space, and he ends up finding a rather intricately woven looking backpack or haversack. Ooh. Oh, what's this? And he starts to reach in, and like half of his body goes into, or like his entire arm goes into one small side pocket, and then pulls it out. This could be useful. And he takes
we have a lot of
things, metal, and starts putting it into the main part, and it just inside to the large kind of rimmed pocket here. So the party has found one handy haversack.
All right, I'll add it. Hey, Borgio, can we fit all these books in there? I don't know if they need them all, but who knows?
Yeah, put it all in here.
Arthur because this explains why his investigation. He's like, okay, books, and just literally just rakes all the books inside the sack.
All right. And Gabriel walks over and places the small kind of metal case with the kind of enchanting powder within as well. Great job back there, I must say. It's very impressive. As he looks over to you, Archimedes.
I'm sorry, what did he say?
Very impressive. Well done.
Yes. I knew you'd like that.
Yeah. I have the skills to do similar, but I've never seen it cast quite that way. I must be honest. If I may ask, where do your gifts originate?
Well, they come from the Ether Kindred.
He's gonna roll a history or arcana on that.
Well, I have the notes.
Well, actually,
so I'm like, yeah.
It would be that or religion, and he rolled really poorly. Well, one thing that you would be aware of, Professor, is that the Aether Kindred, if they are known, and if they do in fact exist, the gods went to war with them back when there were a multitude of gods. And after all that was said and done, the only gods that remained after that great war were all of 3 to 4 gods, which became the primary gods of the world of Atharis. So the Aether Kindred are not really known to be good guys. Just so you are aware before you share that information. But he rolled really shitty, so he's like, I've never heard of the Aether Kindred. Well, I'd love to learn more. Perhaps if you have time later, I'd love to discuss.
Yeah, we'll see.
Very well. He kind of gives you a half concerned look and moves on as he finishes packing the metal case into the backpack now going on Borgio's back, presumably, for the time being. So, where to now? We seem to have found your campsite. Is this everything that we were looking for?
I think so. I mean, we got a lot of stuff. Do we kind of salvage everything that seems salvageable in our immediate area earlier, right?
You guys are more than welcome to collect anything that I've mentioned. Like I said, there's been great deal of stuff here.
Is there any sort of like?
Put the chair inside the bag.
Unfortunately,
yeah, we just shove everything into our bottomless bag.
So
there's a crate in there.
How about some scrap wood and stuff? We would know they would need that, right? A little bit, maybe.
I mean, you never know. Yezhin might be able to make use of it, but if all goes to plan, the plan is to bring these things back, rile the others to try to go to the gate, and ideally leave this place behind. So
exactly.
The scrap wood would be more about fortifying the campsite.
Yeah.
I would stress, I mean, I did mention the gold, I did mention the silver, I mentioned nails and hammers, saws and cloth for bandages.
I wrote that down.
Yep.
So if you guys want to collect those things and state that you are collecting them, that's fine.
I am collecting the nails, cloth, hammers, for bandages, and then I wrote down we found a metal tin labeled with glyphs, careful metal engravings containing enchanting dust. We got a haversack from Bergeau, which we started to store all the stuff we are gathering from the camp.
So you guys can, on D&D Beyond, add a handy haversack to your inventory, just so you guys all understand the limitations of the handy haversack, but only one of you possess it at one time. So right now I'm saying that's Bergeau. But just so you guys are tracking, add it to your inventories on your characters so you can see what the handy haversack's limitations are. It is not necessarily a full bag of holding.
For sure.
It is basically a backpack with 2 side pockets, I think, and each side pocket has a interdimensional space that it stores stuff in, and the main part of the backpack has something, a pocket that it can store stuff in. But the rim to the pockets and the rim to the backpack itself does have a size limitation, so you can't just shove like an entire house.
Horse.
Exactly. It's like there is some limits to what you can put in there.
Well, I was thinking in those small pockets I could be putting the cloth and the nails and the hammers and stuff, and then we found a bunch of metals and stuff earlier too that might fit in their small pieces. The bigger pieces go in the bigger slot in the up top, which we could throw maybe that metal tin in there. Be careful with. What else do we find there, you guys?
We got
that gold.
We found the gold, the silver. We found we already threw a bunch of books in there that was on that shelf.
I got Yezhin's tinkering stuff in my inventory. I got his owl backpack or the satchel. And then his tinkering, I disarmed the one trap that was left over. Or at least I took the disarming device, or the arming device, or whatever.
There was also an array of different clothing of different styles and sizes.
I grabbed all those.
And supplies for arts and crafts.
Okay, so let's stuff the arts and crafts supplies in the sack and the clothes to fill it up.
Yep. And I just added the rations, the 10 days of rations that I found from the salted goods. I got that for my own stuff.
Just so you don't have to carry as much too,
Yeah.
But we want to make use fully of this haversack that we can. And when we get there, we can just dump it all.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to dump out and get rid of. Yeah.
From this crawling grave. After we defeated it, you said it like slooped down and like a goo. Is there like bones and like corpses scattered everywhere now from that?
Not corpses per se, but definitely an array of different kind of congealed and semi-dissolved bones and things like that.
Oh,
okay. Is there anything else within the pile that stands out? Or?
You may give me an investigation check.
Oh, right.
Roll high.
I know. Please. I have faith.
This one's Amelia Pond.
Nope. 5. 5.
Got a scab on her neck from scratching too much, so she's cone dog for a couple weeks.
And are
Where's your help me look so I can get advantage?
Are you the only one investigating this goopy mess?
No, I still have my detect evil on still, so maybe I can give him advantage. Or
everyone's technically entitled to their own individual roll, unless you're wanting to give your roll up to one other for advantage.
That's one.
All right.
What do you have, Casey?
What did I have for
Plus one. What was your plus to investigation?
Oh, 0.
Okay, yeah, I'll investigate. Does anyone have guidance? Do we have guidance in this party?
I have guidance.
Guide me.
I'll guide you.
Okay, thank you. I am investigating.
Borgia, help him.
Balls. Plus.
Borgia's gonna give you advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna roll one more time.
What are y'all doing?
Fuck. Fudge crackers.
Checking the corpse thing.
I whipped very poorly. I see nothing.
Anybody else searching the goopy pile of bones?
I will be helping. I will be helping.
Yeah.
I would be helping if that's what we're doing.
He's already received help from Borgio, so now it's just you and the professor, pretty much, or Gabriel if he wants to roll. I'll have Gabriel roll just to see if he can find something.
I am not helping because I rolled a 1.
See, this is our low rolls. Yes.
Yeah, it's karma from the good combat.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17.
17.
Damn.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a D100 roll.
Fine.
We're all looking around, seeing nothing. Aaron walks up and it's like, guys, right there.
Yeah.
I'm like,
just 24.
Found some bones.
Alright. With a 24.
That means there's a big pool of stuff. Well, probably 2.
You find 2 things. Looks like 2 vials that seem to be intact, kind of hanging from kind of twine or rope adjacent to what looks like a hip bone that you kind of pull out of the mass here. One looks familiar and appears to be some kind of basic healing potion.
I'm definitely fucking in that one.
And the other one seems to be a semi kind of triangularly pointed glass vial that seems to have this semi-mercurial substance that shifts from liquid to a sudden gas and then back into a liquid within.
Who knows what this is?
What it is. If you'd like to give me an Arcana check, you may.
I will. What did I roll?
And technically, Gabriel needs to roll a D100 as well.
Aww. I rolled a 2.
Nice.
That makes sense.
You're not sure what it is.
That makes sense. It's funny because I rolled a 1 and then you rolled it and rolled a 2.
Right. And then I got a 15, so...
Roll it 18 more times, you'll get a 20.
Yeah, possibly.
And it looks like Gabriel found something as well. He pulls it out, and it looks like he found a greater healing potion.
I just found the basic, and he's got the greater.
Yeah.
Is there any chance that I could just like slide a hand, switch those?
While he's sitting there looking at the thing he just found.
Nah, I'll wait.
Like I was like, waiting, maybe. You're doing it right now. Oh, look at what I found. Oh shit, where did it go? You know, like I don't know.
Oh no, it just got smaller.
I don't know about that, but definitely an opportunity could arise later. 100%. Let's see. So potion of healing. Potion of healing greater. There we go. So adding to his equipment. Putamus.
Need one of those.
Oh, you look like you.
How's everybody's health?
You look like you could use some help, and he actually comes up to you and casts Cure Wounds. on you. So you're healed 6 hit points. Aaron.
All right, thank you,
Sweet.
Gabriel.
And he rolled a 4 on his D4, so he's going to cast Cure Wounds on you again. And that's another 6 hit points.
Wow.
And that's another fucking D4. Who needs some healing? This is lucky day right now. So
I cast.
I could take another 6, but if somebody else needs healing as well, I'd rather go to them.
I'll cast Cure Wounds. Like I go with the Bourgeois and I'm like, dude, great action.
Hit too.
And
what about you, Arthur? Aren't you hurt some?
I'm good now. Don't mind me. Take the others, but thank you for the suggestion.
I think Gabriel will actually cast Cure Wounds on himself.
I could use 3 hit points. I don't know how that. It's not a big deal, but I'm missing 3. So if there's extra to go around.
If you guys end up taking a long rest, you'll get those 3 back because you earned
short
5.
rest.
Yeah.
I'm missing 6, but I feel fine.
Yeah.
I'll cast Cure Wounds also on Gregor.
11. That brings him up to 33, almost to full hit points. Roll a D4. Damn, rolled a 1 that time. So Gabriel is officially out of spell slots.
Gregor, you take 10 points of healing.
Whoa.
10.
But yeah, now you guys are actually all looking pretty fucking healed.
6.
Archimedes at 27. Aaron, you are now at what?
21.
21 out of 27.
21 out of 7. Yeah.
35 out of 36.
Bourgeois at 34 out of 42.
On you, I guess.
I'm sorry.
I was looking at Arthur's health. He's at 35 out of 36 now, somehow. Bourgeois.
Oh yeah, because of my healing stuff I did earlier.
Can anybody figure out what this potion is here? This one. And I'm holding up the triangular pointed vial. It's got the tubercular fluid changing from gas to liquid back again.
Okay, so those with Arcana skill, if they would like to check it out.
Come on.
Arcana? What's that?
I would think Gregor or Gabriel's probably the 2 best people to assist with that. I mean, we both can technically take a look, so if Gregor wants to and Gabriel wants to. Gabriel doesn't know.
Oh shit.
He's got a 9.
Me too. I'll just take a. Yeah.
Gregor knows what it is.
You
I've read
look
about
at
this.
it. This would be a potion of gaseous form.
Knew it. Nice.
I knew it too.
Oh. Yeah, it's a
awesome.
Form.
That's interesting. Do you want it?
Yeah, sure.
Here.
Thanks.
Gaseous form, like, does it give you gas or?
No, it's not like Beano.
I can maybe use this if I'm need water or something. I don't know. Can I just pour this on me and hydrate if I needed to? Not now, but
I don't think that's how that works.
No.
Okay.
So you want to look up the spell gaseous form?
Yeah. It turns you into gas-ish form.
Yeah.
It would just turn you into water.
Well,
It isn't water.
yeah, but maybe I wouldn't suffer from my condition because if I'm in it.
Theoretically,
Oh.
who knows? But it does only last for an hour.
And you can only do so many things while you're in gaseous form.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, I'll think of something.
Oh man, that reminds me of Vox Machina.
Yeah, but the gaseous form is, I don't know if this is exactly the same one as what was done in Vox Machina. Because that one, you get a movement speed of like 300 feet flying. That's not what the gaseous, like normal gaseous form does. While in this form, the target's only method of movement is flying with a movement speed of 10 feet. The target can enter and occupy the space of another creature. The target has resistance to non-magical damage, and it has advantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution saving throws. The target can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks, though it treats liquids as though they were solid surfaces. The target can't fall and remains hovering in the air even when stunned or otherwise incapacitated.
She used Windwalk. Is what
I think so. And while in this form of Misty Cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects, and any objects it was carrying or holding can't be dropped, used, or otherwise interacted with. The target can't attack or cast spells either. So.
Yeah, because I could have swore she used that one time, and they were like in a dragon's lair, and
they were like. They were in that frozen. They were underneath the one of the Duke, whatever. I think it was the Duke or somebody. They were underneath somebody's house in like some secret cave, which was like one of the dragon's lair. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Dragon's Lair.
Yeah, it was the Blue Dragon's old lair.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. It was. But there were worms in it, and they were fighting those worms. She cast it. She wasn't supposed to be able to cast it in the first place because it was like casting time a minute or something. She did it as an action, and it was a whole kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Big
because everybody's like, oh no.
Nobody could do anything because she cast it on everybody except for like a couple people, and those people can only do something. Pike didn't get it, so like Pike wasn't there, and so Pike didn't know what ever happened. So it was a whole shit show of a mess.
Yeah.
That first just started by that's what. I mean, they had to play by the rules, because that's what happened. But at the same time, it was I don't know, it was just a big shit show. It was pretty funny.
No. Well.
Anyways,
jumping back into Sesh, you guys managed to discover a number of different items, a haversack, some potions. You guys make your way back through the old campsite, collecting the other few bits of books, bips and bobs that are found as you shuffle them into the newly found haversack. And presumably start to make your way through the only other point of ingress, which was the way you entered into the old campsite. Again, it takes about 3 hours to make your way through that series of tunnels there. Approaching about hour 6.5, as you guys start to come back out onto the precipice of the makeshift ravine here. You probably maybe have a couple more hours travel ahead of you. It's going to take you a bit of time to be able to finagle and worm your way around, although there is a tunnel that you would pass before approaching that kind of shouldered edge if you're trying to skirt along the walls and head back towards camp.
There was also another tunnel further down that way too.
That's what I'm talking about.
That must be the Overlook. We might want to go check it out still, because we still need to get information. I mean, we got supplies, which is number one, but two, we kind of want to gather some information. Maybe we should just be a very stealthy approach to this Overlook, just to see this gate.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to.
I mean, we did.
You guys want to do that?
We did vow to.
What do you guys think? We should just head back to camp. Yeah.
I'm going to get exhausted soon if I don't get any water. So unless we have some.
I mean, we are at that 6 hour mark where it's been half a day, give or take. I'd say maybe another 2-3 hours at most pushing it, and Gregor will start to feel the sense of exhaustion.
I will need some water. I can give you some for my water skin, but I don't know how much that can help you. Are you able to do anything with just a little bit of water with your magics?
And I can just put in the optimal cracks.
That's what I'm saying. We've discussed that before, where he can basically buy himself like an extra hour, maybe 2, using a full water skin.
Here, take my water skin.
So he needs a lot more than just one water skin.
His body's like a sponge; it absorbs the water.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a water skin too. I think we all do. I mean, maybe if
But we do need water. I mean, I can't give you.
I'll sacrifice it.
It's been.
We didn't find any water in this old camp.
No.
Nope.
It's been like 2 days travel as well getting here. So I'm presumably when you're eating your rations, you're drinking some of your water too.
Water. Yeah.
But I would say
It's
you
just
guys
really
still have
exhaustion.
a bit. So you guys make it back over to this spot over here. And so the discussion was, would you guys basically... Ultimately, you guys have made it over here after about 3.5 hours travel. So the discussion is whether or not you guys are going to try to continue going this way, or if you guys are going to try to hug along this shoulder to scale all the way back over to the other side of the ravine. And yes, there will be a series of checks involved.
Then we have to come back.
I have this magic broom.
I say we keep pushing forward. I mean, unless I'll be okay. It's not gonna be the end of the world if I dry out. I can probably last another day before it becomes too burdensome.
Well, I mean, it's gonna take us a couple days to get back too.
Well, yeah. I mean, I can still move. I mean, y'all can carry me. I'm a little frog. I guess I should ask if that's okay first, but I mean, that's...
Do you want to get on my back? Or do you feel tired?
Gabriel.
On the way back, I might take you up on that.
Gabriel.
Good.
Yes.
You seem to be of the clerical nature.
Can you fix me?
Lightly dabble in the divine, but more so to aid in my missions.
I have seen
Master Cleric.
Clerics actually create food and water out of thin air. Are you able to create some water for us?
Impressive. My skills really are more in the aid in the combatants against undead forces and
Holy water?
I don't even have the ability to bless my own holy water. I mean, I can attempt to do so, but whether or not it's actually effective is a whole other means.
Gotcha.
You need somebody who's on the brink of death and you want to stop it to buy yourself some time. I can help you there. You need somebody that can, give you a blessing or heal some minor wounds. Yeah, I might be able to do that, but I mean,
you're
my
just like me then.
lie a little bit more in the old smacking and hitting to be.
Well, I just worry that Gregor, you won't make it much more than a couple days, and it's going to be some time to get back. We even have to get back. It's going to take a while because the bridge, which was probably maybe a shortcut across, is no longer there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, because we're going to have to backtrack again coming, because we want to finish exploring this way, don't we? Eventually. That's why I
would say, give me history checks.
Do we know, like, is this path, presuming that this is the path that leads to the Overlook, it can't be that far from where their original camp was, from where we've actually gone so far. From what they've told us?
Maybe. This is why I'm asking for a history check.
Sure, 13.
From everybody?
Yep.
Arthur.
Excluding Gabriel, because he's never been to the original camp. So,
Arthur,
Gregor
9.
and Aaron. And what did Borjo get?
11.
Interesting.
So Gregor and Aaron, you both recall that there was an opening to the actual ditch gate that you guys got relatively close to. presumably, if you guys did find an overlook or an overhang that looked into the ditchgate chamber, you might be able to circle back using that original point of entry you guys didn't take as a means to exit that area. But it would, but with the 13, you also know that that might require you actually entering the ditchgate chamber first to be able to exit.
That's a thought. There's a thought. I'd rather. But what if I just went ahead of us, and just went for a stealthy look?
I mean, you know that there's a big tunnel ahead of you. You have no idea how long the tunnel ahead is.
Yeah. It's probably pretty far.
We can progress together as a team, but if we get close, maybe you can.
I mean, I'm small and stealthy, so I might have better luck. Alone.
I mean, you and Bourgeois.
I just want it, but I don't know how much But the thing is, I don't know how well I can see there by myself, because I can't really see in the dark without this light that you guys provide. I mean, I can provide my own, but then that's just giving away my position. So, realistically, what are we really trying to do here? I know we should get information, but how can we get this information? I don't, we just walking into that camp, we got ambushed by the same thing that chased away the dredgers. Who, when we were down in the pit earlier, those ogres found us. I just don't think getting near it is even safe. It just knows.
Maybe we just we know where the spot is. Hopefully we can make a safe travel back and maybe discern a better way to get back here. But we do have all these supplies. Maybe when we get back to camp, it'll give them time to do what they must in order to greatly prepare for what might.
That is probably the best idea.
I mean, with the 13 history check as well, I can chime in and say, I mean, you seem to have pretty much gathered the last little bit of all you needed to be able to convince pretty much the camp as a whole to go into a full frontal attack.
Well, we got that fungus too, and I got all the stuff that Yejin wanted. So I think, we got tons of metal, these nails, hammers, all this cloth. I mean, Bradis is gonna go nuts with all this stuff. Even the enchanting dust. I mean, we got to get this stuff back, I think.
Again, if you guys can rile the rest of the people, maybe it might be nice to see the overlook, but you have enough to be able to get everybody to get with you to go to the entrance that you know of, that you are aware of, and to make a full frontal attack on whatever this thing is with the camp at your side.
Let's go back to camp. I wouldn't even want to tangle with this thing with Gregor the way he is right now. We need to get things going. Even if we were just there to survey and then run away, it would still be really tough getting there. And even get back, we're gonna have to work with him. So
it's very risky, and it's best to collaborate. Wow, that's a big word. With all of us, everyone
together.
Better prepare, get full meals, get our wounds healed, and be ready for this assault.
So, with that being said, how do we want to get back?
Well, thanks to my intense focus on battle, I unfortunately burnt the bridge. I do apologize. I feel terrible about that.
Actually, I have a suggestion. Maybe we can tie a rope on one side, and then I can use a gaseous form. I guess I can't hold the rope, can I? We can make. I'm trying to think if we can make like a rope bridge, not just like tie one rope and then we just shimmy across the rope.
It is very high up, though. It is very, very high up. So, I mean,
well, Archimedes has beings that can make you fly. That's what he said before.
Does he?
Right?
You can make us fly?
All of us? What about with just one person to get? We can tie 2 ropes and we can braid all the rope we have together to make it sturdy to where it won't. I guess somebody could slip, but I mean,
you're probably going to need at least 130 feet of rope, counting the curvature of this wall and the length of this strip here. So somebody...
What if we tied all that cloth together?
I mean, I think I was like, everybody had 50 feet of rope. I think you guys only lost one length of 50-foot rope in total. So that would be, what, 50, 100, 150, 200 feet of rope. You guys have the rope. It's also going to take time to, like, stop and try to hammer pitons while pinned and leaning up against the wall to create, like, anchor points along this stretch of the wall to create the rope bridge. Now, granted, what I will say that does mechanically, if you're able to succeed, it will be 5 separate checks along the way. But if you're able to succeed in doing this, whoever's the one that's attempting to do it, it will give everybody else advantage on their rolls as they try to shimmy across this small shoulder of stretch of earth that kind of extends along this wall that you can shimmy across.
I mean, I think this would be good because we have to. If we're coming back this way, is that the right? Eventually.
No, we're gonna go the other way. I think because this is to overlook. Well, unless we were going to start from overlook, I don't know.
This would just make it
again. You guys can always take the tunnel to see if this leads to the overlook, and if it does, you can always take that overlook down into the main chamber and then try to just fucking get the hell out of there faster than bat out of hell. But that's up to you guys, and if you guys can locate the entry point that you guys had originally discovered. So that's all.
Yeah. What else?
Couldn't just one person bring all the stuff back to the camp?
No.
No.
It's a lot of shit, dude.
It's in a bag.
Well,
no.
I still have a few things. I still have a few things that need to go too in my pack here. Yeah, and I gotta take some stuff to Yejin. Yeah.
I'm lugging this metal and other stuff. Quite heavy.
A lot of the metal
in the bag is full.
Is in the haversack last I checked.
Yeah.
Borjo had it and put it in there. So.
Oh, it did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we put the metal and the hammers and the nails and all the cloth.
That's what I'm saying. It reduces the amount of.
Yeah, but still, it's quite the journey back, and one person going back is not going to be helpful. We all need to go back and rest. Gregor needs to go back and get freshened up. You know, we just have to go back. I don't see the reason why one person would go back. What good?
I was thinking they could go back and prepare with everyone, and then they'd meet us up at the gate, whatever.
If we were to split, I believe in the like what my grandpapa used to always say, the buddy system.
No, I think
it was just an idea.
Yeah, we should all go back, introduce Gabriel to the rest of the dredgers. Get a good meal going and have a good sleep, and something of a bed, and then get at least rallied with everybody. We're probably gonna need some time to prepare too. It's probably not gonna be instant. There's gonna be
I know that
time involved, so we can plan our assault and our attack. Then I can see setting up a bridge here, to get back, but setting up a bridge now would if we don't come back this way, our rope and our pitons would be here, so we would not have our rope or our pitons.
That's probably fine.
We also could, instead of having a full frontal assault, we can probably let them know that there is a rope system here. If they want to send a small group on this side as a flank,
it
that
is
could
a
be
thought,
possible.
but I don't know. I still think we should just all go in together through the front. Like, I don't know. I still just think we need to go back. I don't know whether this way
I'm
is the
fine with
best
going back.
way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If
This
safest
way
way.
seems precarious.
Yeah, I feel like we should find the safest way back. Not I don't know what the other way looks like, but it's a trek all the way down to the other end over there. You know, it's not. It's, it's a walk. So I don't know if there's between here and there, if there's even a shorter place we could have found, like the bridge. Maybe we can find something we can use. It is pretty high up though, so I don't know if climbing back up the other side would be easy without a rope already dangling for
Yeah.
you. I don't know what you magic guys can do, but I can only do so much.
I mean, you guys know me. I'm pretty much like the same over here as Gabriel, fighting warrior.
I favor having solid earth under my feet as opposed to trying to climb a wall, but you guys
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's walk down the other way and see what was at the other end. It looked safer when we were on the tree when the bridge was all lit up on fire. We could couldn't we see at least part of that other end when it was lit up on fire? Or was that
into the ravine?
No, on the opposite side of the ravine, I guess.
I mean, it was just as dark, and it was kind of hard to see. When you're in the dark and you have a light in your face, it's actually harder to see further out.
Sure.
It would be nice if that root bridge didn't burn down.
I know. Okay, I get it. It was in the heat of the moment.
True.
So what's the plan? Are we walking forward, or are we going to try to
Let's
walk forward.
I feel like we should see what's down this path first, at least.
Yeah.
Well, that's 4 of us. Borjo, right?
I agree. As long as we're not standing here talking anymore.
Because it may circle around.
It's possibly probably about 80% sure that it leads to the overlook. The overlook overlooks the ditch gate. We found the front door or the front passageway to the ditch gate. So if we go down through the overlook into that area, into the chamber, the ditch gate chamber, we can go back out through that front door, and then we know the way back through. And there's also that camp, that mini camp outpost where we could maybe camp for an evening. But at the same token, that means we have to go past the ditch monster and get there.
Let's at least confirm and check out this overlook.
Okay.
Absolutely. Wow, it's another big word. Oh.
Alright, well, let's still be precarious once we kind of get notice that we're there. And not just walk in willy-nilly.
True.
Beautiful. Alright, so you guys decide to take the tunnel and start heading further southward to see where this path will take you. You travel for roughly about an hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours. It's about this point that Gregor, you're starting to hear the kind of click and crisp and twist of your skin as it becomes more and more dry along this passage. The passing of wind that moves through these tunnels feels like a burning air as it spreads across the now forming cracks of your skin.
Well, Gregor, we kind of threw around the idea of pissing earlier. Would you like me to pee on you?
We'll wait a couple days for that.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Are you getting tired? Do you need a ride on my back?
I will stress you will take a point of exhaustion as we hit that 2-hour mark.
Sure, yeah, you can carry me.
All right. I'm carrying Gregor.
No.
Alright, so Gregor kind of hops on your back Yoda style as you guys start further heading through. And once you start hitting about the 2-hour 25-minute mark, you finally start to see as the tunnel begins to widen and open out onto what appears to be kind of a precipice ledge that overlooks a particular chamber. Chamber you have not quite seen yourselves yet, but comes more and more into view as Gabriel holds out his T-shaped battle cross, currently enchanted with the light spell to provide some kind of illumination along your path. And as you step out, you do see what appears to be kind of a familiar entryway off in the distance. As you see just the slightest bit of makeshift barricade of wood and ramshackled metallic pieces that help separate this space from a tunnel you had once traveled down once before. As you look into this chamber and start to take it into view, you see a certain warmth, far warmer than anywhere else in these tunnels, kind of pervades this room, giving you the first kind of comfort almost in this realm that you didn't have to fight for or create by hand. The floor all around this chamber, the walls, the very ceiling seems to be covered in this grotesque morass of mud and flesh and bone all throughout. The rough stone walls that kind of make the flooring around, kind of almost cobblestone around where you stand, where this overlook is, seems to quickly disappear underneath this morass of mud and gore that just spreads into this overall chamber. You can see small bits of the occasional piece of bone kind of protruding from the occasional crack or stone that's not covered in this morass. And there on the furthest southern side of this chamber, you see this massive stone door. The small bits of stone wall that aren't covered, you see, are marked in carvings ranging with old kind of glyphic writing to knife-etched graffiti. It appears as though everyone who has come through here has attempted to leave some kind of mark behind. And the small bit of illumination, this golden glow that illuminates the entire room, protruding from this massive stone door on the opposite side of the chamber, kind of giving off these elongated shadows with the occasional mounds and kind of disheveled stone and makeshift flooring that's been kind of cracked and shifted or moved from earthquakes, and these two pillars that kind of almost frame that large stone door. But that's what you see as you kind of look into this chamber from this overlook.
Any big ugly monsters anywhere?
Yeah.
You don't see any kind of monsters or creatures anywhere within this chamber. I mean, you can see that let's see, while looking around, You look down and let's see.
Cricket, what do you see with your froggy eyes?
Yeah, I have 120 feet of dark vision. Can I make a perception?
Yeah, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Someone to guide me?
Sure. Guidance.
Ten plus 2, 12.
You look around the entire chamber. You don't see anything standing, moving, patrolling. There's nothing that you can see within this chamber other than what I've already described. I mean, even from this overlook, it rises about 20 feet above the base floor of this chamber, of this kind of main room. And from what you can tell, with that roll, you can tell that it's probably near impossible to climb, just from the kind of sheerness of the wall itself and the kind of miasma that makes up the walls. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all you can tell and see from where you're currently standing and where you're looking.
So it's like 20 feet down, you said?
Correct.
I'm gonna burn a sorcery point and detect good and evil again.
Okay. You look around the chamber.
Yes.
Everything around you within that chamber gives off a vibrant glow.
Yeah.
The floor, the walls, everywhere where there's a bit of that miasma.
Yeah, the floor doesn't sound so inviting.
Yeah.
I feel like we would sink into it.
We should go back
down
around.
Well, no, I mean, you can see solid floor. You can see solid ground and bits that don't have... It's not a swamp or a pool. Like, there's solid ground. It's just caked in this mud and gunk.
But it's all giving off an undead aura. So it's an entity of some sort that is...
As far as 30 feet out from where you're able to view.
Okay, at least 30, but definitely that means there's more.
I will cast my Divine Senses that extends out to 60 feet.
Alright. What you hear Gregor describe very much matches your own perception as you look out the 60 feet.
That 60 feet reaches all the way to the entrance, right? The one we've been to before?
You'd have to drop down 20 feet, but then once you actually make it to the ground, that would be, yeah, about 60 feet. It does seem to start to trail off and dissipate at that point.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think we should have to go back. I don't know what this is, but it's been here a while and it's not going anywhere.
This does seem very ominous. Maybe this is the creature in a slumber state. I don't know. This looks quite terrible. Either we make a run for it and hope for the best, or go back and face another treacherous way.
Yeah, I'm with Arthur. If we go this way, I mean, I hate to say it, it's kind of every man for himself.
Yeah, right. I feel like we would die.
Yeah, we gotta get out of there. But I'd rather make us all get back safely. So I think.
Oh my God, we need to go. We need to go now. Let's go. Borgio just starts running forward and jumps down.
Can we go over here?
And starts sliding down. He's tired of talking.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Well, let's run.
I'm doing what I know fucking Logan would do.
Like, I mean, if I saw him...
This is why we love Borjo.
Proceeding forward.
He literally kind of pulls out his axe and kind of slams it into the wall and tries to use it to kind of rake and slide down the sheerness of the wall. He knows he's not going to be able to climb it, but he can probably slow his descent. I'm going to say that's going to cut his damage in half from fall damage. So he takes 3 points of fall damage as he comes to a sudden halt and stop down here at the bottom. Starts moving 5-10 feet, but you said you wanted to try to stop him before he did that?
Before he got to the edge, but...
Okay, how are you going to stop him?
Are you going to jump off my back, or...?
Well, yeah, go. I guess I would just reach for him, that's all. I know I wouldn't have done anything.
Your kind of mummified, weakened, amphibious hand kind of outstretches. Basically does nothing against his barbarian form as he steps forward, going, "Fuck this. It's taking too much time to get back to camp."
Right? I don't know. We can keep us all safe if we go at the same time.
Fine.
Okay, I feel like Archimedes would be concerned for Borjo, and want to at least be there to protect him since he jumped down. What I want to do though is I see that kind of extends northward a bit.
Mm-hmm.
The whatever. I want to at least go over there and then get down.
Alright. Well, Borjo makes it at least 20-25 feet in, and so far, no disturbance. Nothing's happening. He's not sinking. Nothing's grabbing his leg.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah.
Okay, Arthur,
guys,
seeing him do that,
it's fine.
Jump down.
Can I do an acrobatics check for me to get down?
That would be more of a athletics for jumping down.
But if I do a flip, then it's acrobatics. No, just kidding.
Sure. To see how impressive the flip was, yes, but to see how much damage you're going to take from it, because you're kind of like almost sliding with the sheerness of the wall.
It doesn't matter. They both have a +2.
Right,
I was just wanting to do acrobatics.
Alright. And 16, so you'll take half the damage from a fall damage, so that's, you take 3 points of fall damage. As you come to a sudden clunk, you can feel the weight of your possessions.
I bolt it towards Borjo.
Alright, so you're all starting to run. Arthur, if you jump down too, you're going to need to give me an athletics check.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Everybody kept talking, so I was just waiting. Yes, because I would have, because Gregor's still on my back, but me being, a battle buddy type of person would be like, Borjo, hold on, come and win, and I would do the same thing.
Then, if you have Gregor on your back.
Unless he wants to jump off, but... What am I doing again? Strength?
Athletics.
Alright, athletics, yeah.
Borjo starts to continue walking backwards with a bit more confidence, be like, "It's fine!"
9.
These people are afraid of anyway. A 9? So you do make it, you don't fall prone, but you do take full damage. That's 6 points of fall damage.
That's fine.
And then
keep pressing forward. Greg, hold on, buddy.
Alright, so you guys make it about that far because it's half speed. You slid down, you make it probably about that far as Borjo's turning around being like, "Everything's fine." Gabriel kind of looks over at Aram with a sigh of concern and then pulls out his whip, kind of striking into the ground and then kind of trying to use one of the pointed edges of the battle cross to slide down in a similar fashion to Borjo. Athletics, that's a fail, so he takes full fall damage. That is 9 points of fall damage. Oh, fuck. That's Gabriel.
Sorry.
So it's 24 hit points left. Beautiful. And then
I'll jump down.
Starts moving over.
You gonna do a run jump?
Gets here.
No.
Athletic flare.
What'd you get on your athletics?
12. 12?
So you take half damage. So you take 3 points of fall damage.
Ouch.
And as Borjo is like, come on, fuck, look, everything's fine. And everybody leaps one by one. He starts to turn around. And the moment he turns around and steps on a skull, and literally everybody's actually in the chamber. It's kind of like the moment Arin's foot hits the ground, kind of coincides at the same time that Borjo crushes the skull at the furthest end of the chamber. Suddenly you start to feel a kind of rattling, almost like earthquake within the chamber. As
get out of here.
Run faster.
Get out of here. I'm gonna dash. Run. Bonus action.
That's what I was thinking.
So you probably make it about here then. If the moment it starts rumbling, you immediately start dashing forward.
Yeah, I'll be dashing as well.
As the rattling starts occurring, where is it? Where's my
Action dash.
We see one. Oh, come on. There we go. We see 1, 2, 3, as almost like they are one with the very floors and walls around this particular chamber, manifesting what appears to be an amalgamation of something comparable to what you just faced, begin to shift and manifest from the walls and floors.
Run!
There we go. That's because these are actually much larger. I need everybody to roll for initiative really quickly before everybody starts implementing dashes and everything.
Oh, at least I rolled all right on initiative this time.
Yeah, this is when you want to be upper higher in initiative. It's good as like the cleric to be at the back, but being in front is good if you like have bless and stuff. Because then you get everybody blessed before their turn.
True. But I don't have bless.
No.
I need to respec or whatever.
Bless is really good at lower levels, especially at lower levels.
Got a 1. 3. What did you get, Archimedes?
17.
17. Arin?
18.
18. Arthur?
6.
Borjo?
16.
Gregor?
Damn it.
5. And the creature. Alright. So, technically, first in the order is the Ditch Guardian.
Yeah.
With a dirty 20. He is immediately going to try to take a strike at Arin, and technically one at Archimedes. Yeah.
I should have stayed up top.
One second. So Arin, I believe that's a miss. That's a 12.
Yes, it misses.
Alright, and the other one...
Archimedes couldn't let Borzo go on his own.
Oof. Archimedes, that is a natural 20.
Okay.
So that is automatically, that is 20 damage plus 7, plus 6.
Oh, come on.
That's 13. That is 33 plus 3. That is 36 points of damage.
I'm down.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Do it. Knew it. Why is... Borjo always gets us into trouble. Always gets us into trouble.
Is he that dumb?
Hey, man.
The reason we are even in here is because of Borjo.
Borjo's just like, fuck, running. So, that's going to be their turns, though, because technically, from what you can tell and what you recall fighting the thing, yes, it has a multi-attack, but this is spread across its entire form. So, that's going to end its turn. Next in the order is Aaron.
I'm going to... Is, like, Archimedes grappled or anything?
No, technically
No, he's just
he would
conscious on
have
the
made a
ground?
throw to see if he was prone, but that automatically happened when he fell unconscious.
Okay,
To be honest, Aaron may not even see this happening as a giant mound of the crawling grave begins to manifest directly in front of him along his path.
Crap. Fuck you, Borjo! I disengage, and I run towards the gate. Was it 5? Not the gate. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Alright, that's your bonus action. Or no, you're disengaging, right? So.
Bonus action, disengage, yeah.
And then are you going movement and action dash?
I'm going to turn and look. Can I see? Do I see now that Archimedes is down?
You just immediately are watching slow-mo as he's falling down.
I turn around.
Say,
then,
run, you fools!
And I action dash.
Like Gandalf.
Do you say that as your final words going down? Run!
And I try to get to Archimedes, I guess.
You're gonna try to run to Archimedes?
What I'm trying to do. Yeah, well, yeah. I'm trying to get to Archimedes, I guess, because I see him down. Whatever it takes.
He's falling down, yeah. But yeah.
Okay.
This is all happening in the same 6 seconds, so.
Yeah, so I see him going down. I guess I gotta go help him because. Well, no. You know what?
Here, Nicodemus.
No. I run right there and I just stop because I see him down and I need to make sure what happened. Yeah.
I'm tracking. All right.
Okay, so that's all I do.
Arn's turn. Next in the order is going to be Gabriel. He's going to start running 5, 10, 15. He sees Archimedes go down. He starts. Oh wait, no, he used the last of his fucking magic, didn't he?
That new fantasy writers make. Without a strong antagonist, your story is going to be boring.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
No,
He's got tons of spell slots left.
No,
Found a potion. Did he find a potion? He found a greater potion.
he did find a greater potion. I don't think I have any.
Don't have any more of that either.
Cleric things that I can heal with anything. Oh, you know what I can do? It might hurt you a little bit. You can attempt to grab a creature using a weapon of hand. Okay, so here's what he's gonna do. He reaches about 10 feet away, sees you already as you're falling unconscious, beginning to fall down to the ground. One of the final things you feel before beginning to slip into unconsciousness is a sudden crack and something heavy and hard smacking into your arm as he takes his fucking chain whip, using his whip specialist feat. He is going to grapple Archimedes.
Pull me along?
and pull you along as he starts running, as you get like full on dragged unconscious across this floor away. He can't heal, and it is technically, I'm going to say, because this is a non-lethal blow. Normally, if you're unconscious and you take a melee attack, that's 2 auto fail death saves. I'm not going to implement that because he is trying to use a certain level of finesse here. I am going to say you will take 1 failure, because that's, again, part of the rules. But I don't think he's going to be trying to like hit you so hard that it would be like why you would get 2 failed death saving throws. This is literally to try to save you. So he cracks the whip around you. You fall flat on your face, arm outstretched and pulled, and suddenly get yanked across the floor. And that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's 10 feet long, so 5, 10, 15. That'll be probably right about there is where you're dragged. And he's going to no, he already used his action to... No.
He used his action surge.
He used his action... No, he already used his action surge. You guys haven't short rested since then.
I was happy I had a high initiative, and Aaron was just like, nope.
Yep.
Sorry. I wasn't expecting to roll a natural 20. But yeah, that's his full movement right there. If you're lucky, maybe Arthur has got some remaining heals he can do while he's sitting there trying to drag Gregor around at half movement. But... yeah, that's all Gabriel can do. So that's going to end Gabriel's turn.
It works.
Yeah, but these things can move.
They can't even fit through that door.
That you think. That's going to be... Well, that's the end of Gabriel's turn. Archimedes, it is your turn. If you roll a natural 20 right now on your death saving throw, you bounce back up to 1 hit point.
Do I have to roll a d20?
Do you still have inspiration?
Or I click the death save thing and do something, or no?
Just roll a natural 20. Or just roll a natural 20. No, roll a d20.
Yeah, just do it. It's easy.
Yeah, come on, dude.
I rolled a 2.
Oh,
that's a fail.
That is a fail.
It's 2 fails.
0.
It's 2 fails.
Oh, God. Alright. Borgio, you are up.
Fucking idiot.
Borgio?
So Borgio, yeah, he's just gonna keep running.
Hold up, let me... Oh, are you... Okay. Because if he has a potion of healing, he would shove in that dude's mouth if he...
I don't think Borgio has a potion of healing.
It shows it in his inventory. He has a potion of healing.
Where did he get that? Because I don't remember giving that to him.
We all had some at some point. I remember having some. I used them, but...
Yeah, he had some.
I remember some being shared around, but I don't know.
For this instance, sure, I will allow him to look over and use his action to feed you a potion of healing. That's
he's like,
2d4 plus 2. That's 3. That's 3. So you are healed 8 points of healing, Archimedes.
Yay.
Sweet.
And then he's going to use his full
now he's
action
down
to
to
get the
0.
fuck out of there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's as far as he can move. And...
But I'm still just lying there, right?
You are still prone on the ground. That is correct. Yeah. Next in the order is Arthur.
Okay, Arthur with Gregor on my back still. I'm just action dash for movement first.
Okay. So that gives you a full 30 feet of movement with Gregor on your back.
Okay, and that gets me to, let's see. On my way, can I use my no, fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna use my action to Like when I get here, can I use my action to pick him up?
Dash.
Like get him on his feet.
To get as far as you just got was using your action because you have half movement, which is 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, then.
Bonus action?
Yeah.
He doesn't have any kind of bonus action movement.
Yeah.
Heal. I said bonus action heal.
No, I don't have bonus action heals. Not yet.
Alright, so the creature will use
that gets me there.
Strike. That is a 17 to hit. So I don't believe that hits you, but I do believe that hits Gregert.
Oh, I'm gonna shield if it's
Beautiful.
I have 13.
So reaction cast shield. He's sitting there, Yoda running with you. You throw up a weakened hand behind you as it bounces off an arcane shield. Beautiful, excellent. And you manage to avoid taking any damage whatsoever. So Arthur, that was your action and movement. You still have bonus action.
Bonus action. What do I got for bonus actions? Let's see. Bonus actions. Nope, I can't do anything for bonus action.
Alright.
Oh, no, wait. I can do a bonus action. No, I can't do that because I've already used my channel divinity. Never mind. So, yep, no.
Run.
Alright,
yep,
you make it that far.
Keep moving.
Next to the order is Gregert.
Nothing I can really do. I guess I will frost. I'll kind of just turn around and I'll cast a frostbite on the one that's closest to us.
Alright, is that a saving throw on their part?
Your frog bite?
Alright, what? Con save?
Frog bite!
Yeah.
That is a 15.
He succeeds.
I believe that means it takes no damage. Alright.
Well, then, I guess, that being said, I'll use 2 other sorcery points to cast it again.
Alright. Rolls again.
Quicken spell!
That is a dirty 20.
Okay, alright.
He's got a high con save. Actually, rolled relatively low last time.
Okay, that's it. I'll just stay here.
Okay. So, alright. That will be your turn. Next in the order is technically the Crawling Grave. They will shift and turn. One's going to start moving towards you, Aaron. The other's going to start shifting towards over the still currently prone Professor. First one against Aaron. That is a 8 to hit. I'm pretty sure that misses.
Miss.
And then
I
the
thought you
one
kinda
on the
forward.
Professor. He rolls with advantage because you are prone, but I think he rolled relatively low. That is a 17 to hit.
That misses.
That misses. So just a sudden into the ground, we see the miasma kind of being spread up into the air, but you barely roll out of the way as you start to come to. That is the Crawling Grave's turn. It is now Aaron's turn.
Bonus action disengage, and I run between, because I'm a halfling, between the 2 taller people, and get as far as I can.
You can get there.
There?
Yeah, you can get here with a full movement.
Okay.
Because you can then action dash.
I'm going to make sure I get out of people's way. So I'm gonna action dash. How does this area work here? Is it you have to go through here to get over here?
Correct.
Okay.
You are now entering familiar territory.
Good.
Alright.
Let's do that then.
Alright, so that's going to end Aaron's turn then. Next in the order is Gabriel. Gabriel is going to wrench in his whip. Seeing that the professor is standing upright, that's 5, 10.
It's not my turn yet, or no?
No, not yet.
25, 30.
You have to do.
And he's
Why
also
wasn't Professor prone still? Professor is still prone.
He is still prone.
Can you pull him away from
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he gets just behind you, Aaron, as he also makes it to the other side of the gate. But he's also going to stay back to make sure people have space to pull through if they want / need to. Next in the order is Archimedes.
Getting up has to be an action?
Getting up is half of your movement.
Oh, no, half.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I'm going to get up.
Disengage.
And, well, I kind of want to do the turn undead. Make them run away from me.
You could
from everyone.
Try.
You could try, sir.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Alright, so you cast turn undead.
They need, what was it? Wisdom saving throw.
Turn undead for your class of cleric impose any kind of damage.
No.
Alright, and is the only effect that your turn undead has the frightening effect?
Yeah, anyone that can see and hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If they fail, it's turned for 1 minute. Must spend its turns trying to move as far away from me. Yeah.
Very well.
There's nothing else.
So immediately your face is filled with those kind of black varicose veins. Your eyes turn into that blue and purplish glow. You start chanting and pull your amulet out in front of you and try to face this creature. And as it stands there, as you're chanting these unknown, unfathomable words, you just hear... It seems to have zero effect on these creatures. As they can
They're not undead? What the fuck?
They are undead, but they are immune to frightened.
They're just too powerful? Oh.
Well, now we know.
No.
This is true. You guys didn't know that they were immune to the frightened condition before. So that's definitely something new.
I mean, that word isn't mentioned anywhere in the turn undead thing.
Is it actually frightened? It may not be a frightened effect. It could be something more, potentially.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm looking.
What does it say when you click on it, Chris?
A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from me. Like,
It's
if it fails its saving throw, it's turned.
Right.
Like, it doesn't.
Right.
Let me look. Let's see. I'm showing that your channel divinity was already used at some point, but let me see. At second level, you
Didn't we have a long rest?
Earlier, yeah. I just don't know if you used some other facet of that at one point, but
No, he didn't.
He hasn't done
It was a while back. It was a while back.
He probably didn't reset it since we long rested. Because he did his
I
spells.
didn't actually click the long rest. I just
Yeah, he probably didn't do
adjusted my spell slots.
Yeah, you probably didn't do your channel divinities too.
okay. Some domains grant you additional effects. When you use your channel divinity, choose the create an effect. Choose channel divinity. Effect requires a saving throw. When you use such as class, beginning at 6th level, you use your channel divinity twice between rests. So this is the one is the turn undead. As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer censuring the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action. Okay, it doesn't actually say fear, although that is literally what the fear spell does.
I would think so, yeah. But
I mean,
it doesn't say it.
Well, see, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, while the thing is inside
all
of it.
That stuff happens too. But do me a favor, because I believe it also stresses that when you use your turn undead, you start with 2 such effects: turn undead and an effect. Oh no, you can choose to use it instead. So, sorry, I was just double checking because you have like a whole table of thing that can happen whenever you do stuff.
Because when you cast a spell.
That's
that's another thing you need
thing.
to remember. Whenever you cast
A spell first level or higher, if I'm not mistaken, it can activate.
Yeah, so like when you cast that guiding
table.
bolt, you could have rolled on your Eldritch domain chart, and something else could have happened too. So just remember that in the future. But I'll roll. So that's a Wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC.
Succeed.
So 13. Yeah. Let's see, and it's Wisdom. Well, it doesn't have a bad Wisdom. That is a 19.
What?
So it still didn't work.
Well, there's two though, right?
Yeah, there is two right there.
It's all one and the same.
They kind of all share the same saving throw, and all this. Again, these are mechanics you don't actually. It
was worth a shot.
It was worth a shot, but that is your action and half of your movement. So you still have half your movement and bonus action left.
Let's use the rest of my movement.
5, 10, 15, and they're going to use the reaction to attempt to attack you.
Oh. Yeah, I can't disengage. Fuck, I didn't think about that.
Use your action to do that. Yeah. So they're going to roll.
Miss.
That is a 16 to hit. So I believe that misses.
Miss.
Yeah, so you're fine. You actually make it.
I got lucky.
You got lucky.
And I'm going to heal myself.
Oh yeah, you can still do that. Action. So if you have a spell and you have healing word, you can bonus action healing word. Do you have healing word?
Do I?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should.
What kind of cleric are you?
Yes,
you prepared it.
You have healing word. It's the 1d4 plus 3.
My thing isn't scrolling. It's being stupid. Yeah, there we go.
You gotta roll on your Eldritch table too.
Make sure you're marking off your spells too, because I don't see anything marked off from that guiding bolt earlier or anything else. So.
Didn't I? Oh yeah, I did do a failed guiding bolt. I thought it would do it if I pressed a button.
No, I mean sometimes they do, but just check 1 for your first level, and then you're doing a what level healing word?
Just first level.
Alright, so check 2. And then I
don't think you gotta roll
any other spell slots other than that, though, because you rolled a cantrip after that. And so how much did you heal for?
4.
4, so you're up to 12 hit points. And next in the order is Borjo. I'm going to stress Borjo's just going to keep running.
Borjo's going to keep running, yeah.
He's the furthest, or he's pretty far, right?
25 action movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, as he's going to kind of take shelter behind the other end of the barricade, kind of side, adjacent to Arn to see if anybody needs help as they're trying to run through. That's going to end his turn. Next in the order is Arthur.
Yeah. Arthur's going to use his movement, and then action
5, 10.
Is he going to disengage?
5, 10. He doesn't. He's not within melee range anymore. He's about 10 feet away where he stands.
Neither was I. No, I was just kidding.
You were. So that's 5, 10, 15. So you can get 15. Are you using your action to move as well?
Yes.
20, 25, 30. So you can make it about that far. Alright, so that's going to end...
Yep.
Your turn.
And as I do that, I'm gonna turn around and wait and see if the professor comes around. I'll be like, Gregor, you want to jump off? You can.
Alright. And then next in the order is Gregor.
I guess I want to cast Grease, just kind of
Fuck the professor.
No, on the other side of him, obviously. Like,
you can hold an action to the moment the professor has made his way past the thing that I cast Grease on this spot. Sure. If you want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I will hold my action.
Do you have the spell slots left to do that?
Yeah, I've only used one spell slot. With a shield.
Oh no, you've also used it to cast your...
I used those sorcery points. I used my sorcery points.
Well, sorcery points get spell slots back.
Well, no, let me read the thing. It's one of my class things.
Because I know Detect Good and Evil is a first level spell. You used your free one way earlier at the camp. You used it again, and then you used it again. So I'm counting 3 Detect Good and Evils.
Well, that's only 2. I only for sure casted it twice.
I counted twice. He used one at the camp, and then one when we're at the Overlook or whatever.
I'll use a spell slot for it. I thought it's that other ability I have where I can do the Bad Omen. That's what I can use a sorcery point for.
Correct.
So yeah, I have 2 spell slots burned. Anyways, I guess I'm holding my action. And then I will hop off of Arthur.
Okay, and so you hop off of Arthur.
Progress forward a little more, just so I'm still in line of sight of where I want to target, but I'm further down the red carpet line, whatever.
Alright, so 5. Are you trying to block the way, or you just try to get like as far back to still have line of sight, but close to the barricade?
Yeah, just right there, so people still get through.
Okay, and so the conditions in which you're holding your action: 1, what action are you holding? And 2, what is the condition that triggers it?
Grease when there's distance, when Archimedes gets distance from the creatures.
Okay, so that's
where are you shooting your grease? Where are you shooting your grease?
That's what I'm trying to ask. Is where is the grease being aimed?
I mean, can I just cast it here without holding my action, without hitting Arthur? Archimedes. That's what I was thinking.
You would have to be like right here to do it.
Can you see it? Yeah, because that barricade's pretty tall.
Well, I'm on top of Arthur though. I'm on his shoulder, like back shoulders.
You said you hopped off of him and the barricade.
Oh yeah, but this was in the very beginning. I said casting grease, and you said I should hold it.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to aim for right here. I thought you were.
I was aiming here.
Okay. So
yeah, well, I kind of figured it would be right in front of where they are. Yeah.
Which is totally fine. He just has to be able to see that, and these are relatively tall barricades. If you guys remember, you guys had to climb them before, and they were like 15 feet high.
Okay, so if I can't see over it, then that's a whole different story.
If you want, Gregor, I could just, if we want to retcon, I could stop here if you're still on my back telling me, and we can just wait until the professor is clear. No. I mean, as we were running, if you were telling me that
I think it makes more
I
sense
could
that
stop
Arthur
here.
Was running this way, Gregor hopped off to stand here ready for the professor to pass by him as he cast grease on the ground, deterring things from coming this way.
Word.
Based off of what's already happened. And not
sounds good.
So he can still do the thing he wants to do. So, alright, so you're stopping here, kind of hugged up against the wall, trying to focus, and again, I'm kind of imagining exhausted, skin cracking, energy depleting, trying to channel and prepare and hold this spell as the professor starts to pick himself up, starting to try to run towards that space between the barricade as you're beginning to start channeling this spell. Now, as that happens, that'll bring Gregor's turn to an end. The crawling grave starts to shift to here and starts to shift to here. This one actually immediately begins to seep into the ground and dissipate from view. As does this one, as you guys can't even see that far back. However, as you are still in a full-on run, presumably, Professor, as the creature starts to shift and move towards this spot. You watch as it kind of congeals and stretches for a moment, actually fitting through the crevice. But as you continue into a sprint, there's one last lash or whip of the strange kind of bone-like appendage as you're out of its view, and it just seemingly turns and starts to head back into the chamber and kind of slowly dissipating back into the ground.
We're outside of its patrol area, I guess.
Did you defeat it, Archimedes?
And
no, just left me alone.
Archimedes comes running up this way. Technically, cast or not, you're welcome to. If we put a grease pile here. How long does grease last?
I'll save it.
Well, no, if you hold a spell, it's lost.
You gotta do it now, I guess.
So either use it or you don't use it, but you lose the spell.
I grease myself and re-moist myself, moisturize.
That's not how the grease spell works.
That can totally work. Come on, good creative thinking.
No, grease is not water. It's not the
Slippery
same.
is not exactly moisturized.
Yeah, exactly. But we'll say you put a nice patch of grease down just in case anything does try to give chase or follow suit. Because it's better to use it since you've already burnt the spell than to not, right? So
maybe he did it right as it kind of turned around and disappeared.
Yeah. And so you guys start running in, presumably weakened and tired. Gregor,
what are you saying, John?
If I was covered in grease, would I not dehydrate as fast in the future?
I would think it would make it harder for you to hydrate in the future because grease or oil and water don't mix.
I would fully hydrate, and then I would put the grease on top to seal it all in. Was what I was thinking.
That's not how that works, man. You can't. There's a reason why you have the racial requirement of rehydration, because your fucking race is already a little overpowered with your super jumps and shit. But nevertheless,
put mud on you.
You are all able to break away and start taking shelter for a moment as the adrenaline begins to subside, as you all find yourselves back here in this makeshift campsite and or remnants of a watch post. You see the very familiar sight of your old campfire and the ramshackled whatchamacallit, I believe there was like an old series of like blankets on the floor, an old small foot locker, and of course the makeshift campfire that you guys made last time you guys were here. You know,
I reckon we all kind of turn to Bourgeot and go, "What the fuck, man?"
Yeah.
Look, it was either that or we go another 3 hours back and then spend another couple hours climbing and then another couple hours through the tunnel. Doing that definitely shaved at least 4 hours off of our travel time, maybe more. So you should be thanking me.
We almost shaved a party member off our party.
Hey, sometimes taking initiative.
I think the key word there is almost.
Yeah, you're right.
Everybody's fine. Here, you can have this. And he gives you his last basic healing potion. Alright. Look, let's just get some sleep. We'll get back to camp. We'll be fine.
I'm cool with
Is
that.
Gregor gonna be okay sleeping?
Who?
What? I'm bleeping?
Is Gregor gonna be okay sleeping?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be more. I'll just be exhausted. I just get more and more exhausted. It's not like death.
No.
All right.
After like 5-6 days.
As he and coughs up like a cloud of dust.
Look, Gregor, look, everybody. We did great out there. That was a hell of a last run, but we're almost there. We should all rest up as best as we can and just make our way back.
Okay.
What's our new guy's name again?
Gabriel.
Gabriel. I go up to Gabriel, kind of shake his hand, thank him for his quick thinking.
Hesitantly does the whole arm clasp, grabbing the forearm.
Yeah.
You did the same for me. I figured I owed you one. Appreciate it. Well, let's get some rest. You look like you could use it. I know I could. And, I'll keep first watch. You guys get some sleep. Hopefully that thing doesn't follow us up here.
So,
no, it won't. Archimedes took care of it.
Oh, really?
I mean, it didn't chase after us anymore.
Deception check. Or are you being honest?
I am being honest with him because I think that Archimedes Dustdigger is an amazing adventurer. And he has a vast network of contacts, informants, and he has all kinds of valuable information and rare artifacts and treasures. I'm sure he handled that.
Well, he rolled a 17 insight check, so he's just looking at you like, is this guy... he really believes this, huh? Okay, all right.
He's my hero.
I'm going
Mr. Dustdigger's my hero.
Just in case. No offense to your hero. No offense to you, Archimedes.
And,
I think it's better to be safe than sorry.
True.
If you need somebody to replace, you could wake me up. Otherwise, I'm going to get some rest.
Alright. See y'all in the morning. And he goes and kind of leans up against that same part on the wall that Arthur leaned up against, his battle cross in his hand. Just kind of looking out in that direction, keeping an ear out for any sign of movement in this direction.
I'm gonna, when he does that, I'm gonna be like, Brother Gabriel, welcome to the team, and thank you for your help. May you be blessed on this watch.
Extends another hand and offers to shake yours as well, Arthur. And are you returning to kind
do you want company aid?
I happily welcome another set of eyes to keep an eye out.
I'd be honored if you allow me.
Of course. And so, as they kind of solemnly stand stoically next to each other, keeping an eye out, what are the other 4 members of the party doing?
Taking off my armor or whatever and getting ready to get rest. I'd probably be starting a fire too in that fire pit that we made originally.
Beautiful. You guys did collect some extra bit of wood, you said, from that old campsite.
Yep.
So
we use some of that wood and some cloth. I guess we need to help start a fire. I have a tinderbox. So.
Pull out an old shirt, a ramshackled shirt. That didn't look so great. Stuff that under the log.
There you go.
I'm going to say no survival check needed. You easily sit there, scratch it at it for a few minutes until you get it to light up. And again, for the first time in a while, you start to actually feel a little bit of warmth here in this darkened and cold space.
Sweet, sweet.
And that's literally what Nicodemus says. Squeak, squeak.
Yep. That's what I say, buddy.
He kind of quickly nuzzles himself up against your chest as you begin to lay down. And unconsciousness very quickly takes him, as he seems to have had a very long day.
Yeah.
And Archimedes and Gregor, what are you doing? Gabriel has already started doffing his armor and laying back on his bedroll.
I kind of want to prepare bless, but I don't know what to get rid of.
That is a personal decision. I can't make that for you.
Well,
but
bless is a concentration, so think about you can only have one concentration spell at a time.
I usually do not have Bless and Bane at the same time. So
yep, exactly.
If you want Bless, I would drop Bane. But I will let you know that technically Gabriel has Bless. So he can technically do it, but if you take Bless, he can always take Bane.
Yeah, I can always do the same thing too. So.
I'm gonna take Bless.
Situation.
Do it. So drop Bane, put on Bless, and whenever Gabriel finishes his long rest tonight, he will potentially change out his spells to drop Bless and learn Bane. Where is it at? Bane, prepare. Alright, cool. All set. Sweet. Alright. And then, as you kind of, not necessarily prayer, but almost commune with whatever entity your power comes from, Archimedes, your eyes kind of flare as you forget the knowledge that was bestowed to you for Bane, and the newly bestowed knowledge of Bless enters your mind. What else would you like to do with the evening before?
I'm just gonna pass out.
It's gonna pass out. So, and then Gregor.
Just go to sleep as well.
Pull out your water skin and try to get some last little pointed hydration or anything.
No, I'll do that for drinking.
All right. So easily enough, with some uncomfortable cracks and splits of the skin, you get into a comfortable position until eventually unconsciousness begins to take you off. And as the night goes on, for those that wish to do additional patrolling and or scouting to kind of keep an eye on the campsite, you all complete those tasks throughout the evening, and we'll go ahead and implement our long rest now, and when we come back for our next session, we will begin to stir and awaken, but I believe that is a good point for us to cut off for tonight's session. So
and the long rest is five healing
hit
and then
points,
1 hit die, right?
1 hit die, and features and spell slots return.
Sweet.
So somebody gets his spell slots back. He gets his War Priest bonus action thing back and his action surge. And he gains 5 hit points. Beautiful. And then same thing for Bourgeot. He gains 5 hit points, so that should bring him up to 39. And he gets all of his rage stuff back. When you wake up, are you using your 1 hit die, Archimedes?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say normally you would do that with a short rest, but I'll allow you guys to use that at the conclusion of your long rest if you're wanting more hit points. So, beautiful. So after an arduous journey through the tunnels, you believe you have explored anywhere and everywhere there can be explored here within this dark and dank space, with newfound items and potions and knowledge, and with heavy hearts. You've restored yourselves to the best of your abilities, continuing your journey towards the sanctuary of the campsite, with newfound determination and readiness to bolster the numbers of the dredgers here, with newly forged weapons, confidence of the whereabouts of where the gate is, what you may be facing, and with a little bit of help you're pretty confident you might be able to finally escape this horrible place. And that's where we'll go ahead and officially end tonight's session. So,
Sweet.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, Bane's always